that one. That is a fabulous goal. French have won it, and the world champions are the European champions. Is absolutely sensational.
Inside the Box, presented by Booking.com. Welcome to Inside the Box. I'm Rio Ferdinand, and today we are taking a trip back to Euro 2020. Heartbreak for myself. If you recall, due to COVID, the tournament took place in 2021. Our guest today brought immense joy to Italian fans worldwide. He's known for being a tough, no-nonsense defender, can play, gets hold of people, the captain of Italy, and the man who lifted this beautiful trophy next to me. Please join me in welcoming into Inside the Box, Mr. Giorgio Chiellini.
Thank you.
My man, how you doing? You okay?
Yeah, everything's very well.
I've been waiting for this one. We've had a lot of people come through, all right, and I've been waiting. You're the one I've been saying, you know what, guys, this is going to be the one because we've got so much in common through playing defence, but you're now in transition as well in your life from in retirement, following into what I'm doing in the media. How have you enjoyed that so far?
Yeah, I'm enjoying a lot. Different things now. I have to discover and find my way. Obviously, for me, football is life. At the end, it is emotion, and it was part of my life since my childhood. And I was very lucky to, reach much more than what I dreamed when I was a kid. But I want to remain involved, and I'm trying to figure out the best way, mixing with family and managing everything.
Getting the balance is difficult, man. But let's take you here, right? At this moment here, when you're walking out, first game, you're playing Turkey. Were you here thinking, right, we've got a good chance to win
I had the
this?
ACL in August 2019. If the Euro was not postponed, probably I wasn't there. I suffered a lot finding a way to come back, and I restarted to play just in January 2021. In my head, I had just all the moments that I passed in the last 2 years, and my feeling was, okay, you did it, now you have to enjoy. Enjoy this tournament that probably is your last.
So it helped you to relax a little bit maybe into the tournament.
Relax, enjoy, and giving and bringing the confidence and the happiness to all the team. And also was the first game with 15,000 people in the stadium. That is Olympico, is almost empty, but after almost a year without fans, it was the first time we really felt this type of big emotion. Yeah,
playing without fans, it seemed weird, man. I didn't obviously do it, but I used to commentate and do punditry on the games. It used to feel soulless.
It's unreal, and now when we think back to that time, it's impossible to really understand how we made it, in this way.
No, definitely. We just saw the pictures before. There's one of your chances, but we saw in the lineups Gianluca Vialli. Obviously, God rest his soul, he's passed away now. How important was he for you guys in the squad?
He was really complementary with Roberto Mancini. They were complementary on the field, and they were complementary out of the field in this fantastic experience. He was really good speaker. He was someone that was able to come into your soul in very deeper. And it was very able to raise the level of pressure, but also to relax the players in moment in which he felt that we were too overpressed. Gianluca was a top guy, and we were very lucky to share with him a lot of beautiful and inside moments in those years.
Yeah, good. And we see here, we've seen a couple of the goals being scored from your team. I've got to be honest, before the tournament started, I didn't have Italy down as favourites, but when I saw these goals first game, I was thinking, oh, there's something going on there.
I'm honestly, we were arriving the Euro with a good streak of 20 something, close to 30 games unbeaten. That is meaning that the team is going well. We never played against the top 3 team, but we played against Portugal, we played against Netherlands, other good team. That my feelings during the pre-tournament was, okay, we could arrive to quarterfinal. We play our group stage at home. That honestly helped us a lot, like every team that hosts in the group stage. Round of 16, usually if you're able to win your group, is not so bad. And I said, okay, we could arrive quarterfinal against Belgium, because the bracket was in the way we probably had faced Belgium, and after that it started our tournament. We'll see how we could raise our level or not, and that's happened. Our most difficult game was against Spain in semi-final and round of 16 against Austria, because Austria they show also in this tournament, especially they ran a lot back and forth for under 20 minutes, and we were a little bit lucky in those games. A goal were disallowed for inches.
We'll get to that in a minute, don't worry.
Later.
But it's crazy. I mean, in this game, when you play here, are you thinking like, okay, now I can see it. Now I can see us winning.
Yeah, here I scored, but I knew in myself that
Handball.
I touched it. Yeah, handball with new rules, and
you look like you didn't know it's handball. You're celebrating. You're acting.
I celebrated by myself. I knew, but I have to celebrate. Handball is still is not that to disallow with the old rules. That you cannot disallow a goal like that. No, but I know that with new rules,
VAR.
Yeah, VAR works sometimes. Yes, sometimes no. We have seen also this. It didn't work so well.
It's a nightmare.
But it worked well in my time.
But you're someone who played in an era where there wasn't VAR, and then VAR came in. What's your thoughts on VAR?
I like VAR, because at the end it's a guarantee that most of the mistakes are took off. But obviously VAR is not just a machine, it's led by humans. Then could happen mistakes at the same time, and we have to accept. I think that is a guarantee for the whole world of football about have the better result. I know that you're in England, you don't like it all, but I think that overall it is a good thing.
Just looking here, you come off. What's the injury here? What's going through your mind here in a tournament coming off injured?
It wasn't easy. I felt the hamstring was not perfect, and I preferred to come out as soon as possible in order to get worse. I felt that a couple of weeks I needed to come back, and I started from the day after the game to put in my mind just a game, Belgium against Lukaku. That was from the day after the game of Switzerland. I knew that the third game we won, that it doesn't count anything against Wales. Round of 16 was too early. Then in my mind, okay, let's be confident and prepare for the quarter-final. Lukaku will be there.
Wow.
And that's happened. And
Lukaku, just
now
thinking
we'll talk
Lukaku.
about it later, but it's not the best opponent to face when you are back from an injury.
But you was confident in your team getting there. That's the point.
But look, we played very. We are like playing in a downhill. For us, it was very easy. We didn't feel the tiredness. We didn't feel the pressure. We just enjoy and play together. Our quality was very good because we have a really very good midfielder with Verratti, Jorginho, Barella. In the first games played Locatelli that scores 2 goals in a brace in the game against Switzerland. But that's our core group with Bonucci and me on the back leading the game. We are a good block all over the field. We had problem when we were stretched a little bit, but we tried to avoid it and maintain the possession of the ball. That's for Italian team is a little bit weird.
Different,
our culture is much more defending and transition, but with Mancini we started to play in this way. For 3 years we did it better and better, and it worked.
That's what I loved about your team. As the tournament grew, we started to see your team that played a lot of football, a lot of good, even a different formation, almost in possession and out of possession.
Yes, we usually defend with a 4-3-3 and instead build up with a 3, Jorginho and Verratti as a double pivot, and then 4 players in between the lines in order to make them difficulties and not easy to face. And Spinazzola had a beautiful tournament before the injury. Was unstoppable.
It's unfortunate for him, isn't it? An injury really kind of, his career looked like it was going like this.
Yes.
And he was such an important player for you guys. And when he got injured, I actually thought, your team could be in trouble, but you carried on and maintained.
Yes, and Emerson was a very good sub for playing against Spain and England. He did a very good job, and it's not easy when you don't play a lot during the tournament. And then we have like a crazy player that came in from the bench and started a game. That was Chiesa. Chiesa at the end played 7 games, but really played 7 minutes in 7 games. But in that 7 minutes, he was amazing. We didn't need him for build-up. We didn't need him in the defensive phases a lot. He just has to stay on the line, playing one against one, and beat his opponent. And this is his best quality, I think. I imagine him in Manchester City with Guardiola that doesn't need him to defend or to build up also. Just stay on the line, but when he has the ball, he's almost unstoppable.
There are players like England at the moment. We're looking at our team. That's been a big trait for England. There's been individuals come off the bench for moments. The importance of that is huge.
And I think that England has this year. At the end, and that's what's happened in the last games of England. Happened with Watkins last game, happened with Cole Palmer, that was very useful when came in, and Tony for the
header.
There's many little things that are you could find player very important. But if you want to arrive to the final to win, you need the player that is leading your team for 190 or 120 minutes every game. But you need also some spotlight from some players under radar or coming from the bench, but that's so important in a tournament of 3-4 weeks.
And pace.
Yes.
When pace comes off the bench, that's that. As a defender,
you are tired.
It's the worst thing when you see somebody warming up and you look to the line and you see he's a runner and he's going to be near you. But when it's on your team, it's a beautiful thing. This game here, you just mentioned about Lukaku coming back. So what is your mindset coming back into a game like this, bearing in mind you've been injured?
I was a little bit scared of depth, because I know that I wasn't still perfect at the hamstring. The day before I said to the personal coach, I cannot play. He told me, okay, take an anti-inflammatory and we'll see tomorrow. We'll see tomorrow how do you feel. The day of the game, we have a training in the morning. He didn't speak to me at all. Neither watch me, neither look at my face. And he arrived to me at 6 p.m. What do you want to do? I said, coach, whatever to do, let's go. We try. And then it went well, but...
did you play at 100% or did you protect yourself?
What I did is not considering the depth to Lukaku. Considering to have the ball in front and after that smash him. Smash him every time. Smash him. No matter what, every time he has to control, smash him. And it worked. But it's the only way for me to face a big guy like him, that when he has pace and start, I cannot follow him. And I was a little bit lucky that Jorginho did a huge job with De Bruyne, and Doku was too far from me. Thanks God. Thanks God was on the other side. And it was a very good game. We deserved maybe more than win 2-1 in the first half. Second half, Italian way came back.
Stop.
Yeah, stop. And we didn't have the strength to go on the other half, maintain the ball. And unfortunately, Chiesa was not in his best game, and he's the only one that giving us depth and breathe.
How, just to go back to the point about strikers, Lukaku, you had a particular way to defend against someone like him. Give me some examples of different strikers, how you approach them differently.
I could talk about Kane that we face in the final. Obviously, I never want to be one against Sterling. They try to brought me far from my position, my ideal position, and expose me in transition. What we were very able to do it is between me and Jorginho with Sterling, Mount, and Kane. Okay, don't let him do that. We didn't want to concede ball on the space, neither me, Leo, or we don't have this type of physicality. We were 37 and 34, and we cannot expose ourselves on that. But we were very close with the line. We have usually a good pressure on the ball, and we were able to manage communicating. Communication is one of the most important things, I think, and now is almost forgotten in the modern football. But with communication, we were able to pass each other players, maintain solidity, cover the middle every time, and then be solid. And after that, usually sometimes arrive long ball and whatever, and it's our job. It's too easy.
That's good for you. It's crazy because I always say this: communication is not coached. Everyone coaches every element of the game: get the ball, pass the ball, defending, 1v1. But I never hear about speaking, about helping.
I think that a lot of things that are not intangibles and communication is one of these things, and we don't talk about that. That's the way in which some coaches are effective or not. Because you could be the best coach in the world, but if your team during the game are not able to adjust, because you cannot predict all the game, all the movement, all the reaction of your opponent, yeah, that's the part of the player. You could prepare a very beautiful book on movement and whatever, and we have a lot of coaches that are doing, but on the field, you have to manage all these little things, and more communicative players you have, and leadership is part of that. On the pitch, more also the coach is effective.
No, I agree 100%. I mean, this is obviously the game against Belgium. Some couple of
Beautiful goal
fantastic
Florence.
goals.
Yes, yes. Obviously, we scored 2 beautiful goals. It was our
Wow.
Euro.
Wow.
If you scored this type of goals, and also the first one of Barella was very good, it's meaning that you are in a good mood.
Are you thinking that then? When you're running over, are you thinking like, well, we can win this now? We can win this, guys? Or is it just about this game?
No, we were thinking game by game, because at the end we faced Belgium, we faced Spain, and then we know that 99% we had England waiting for us in Wembley at the final. That we really cannot think farther than half penalty kick for me. Too soft, but it's okay. Now it's okay.
But this is a
That cannot be penalty kick,
chance.
honestly, but it's okay.
This is the
Now we
number one
won.
team in the world as well, by the way. They were the number one ranked team, Belgium, in the world. So, there's your man Lukaku.
Facing Belgium, what giving us confidence that at the end they always miss something. I don't know why. I have no idea why. I don't. Because with the players they have, and we talked about the golden generation and expected from them a trophy or something, but at the end they have happen always something. Yes, that's the biggest chance they have to score. But the second half was not easy for us. They always miss something. Also in that game, Hazard was injured. De Bruyne was not fully fit, but he played a good game.
What a pass.
But they always gave us hope to win with consistency. We could win the game. It wasn't easy, obviously. They have big players all over the field, but we weren't scared by Belgium, honest.
I saw you celebrating there after that incident when Lukaku missed. Yeah, that's a huge thing. I always see you doing this.
What I think that emotion and transfer emotion through players, especially in the defensive back, is so important. Then I always love to touch my keeper, defender, is just to helping each other and giving her energy during the game. This type of little hidden things helps a lot to create partnership, obviously, but also to give our energy. You know how 90 minutes is so long with the pressure that you have, and when you play extra time, it's not 120, but it's 120 days probably, not minutes. And this type of touching after every play and celebrate this little or big saves, whatever, help to really be stronger and more solid.
So you beat Belgium, and then it's Spain.
Spain was the worst and most difficult game for us.
Was it?
120 minutes on the siege.
Under siege.
On the siege, really. I think that showing the highlights is not enough.
Yeah.
That's Chiesa. That's one of the highlights of Chiesa.
I actually loved him in this tournament. But talk to me about Spain. Why are they so difficult?
Because they pressed us very well, and it's the first team of the tournament that were much better than us on controlling the ball and have possession of the ball. And we weren't happy to that, because for 3 years we had the control of the game. And we arrived them, and against the maestros of the possession ball, we said, oh wow. We weren't able to make 6-7 passes in a row. Also with Giorgio Chiellini,
they're
pressing high, they're pressing everywhere. Our forward weren't able to hold the ball. Our midfielder weren't able to really control and slow down the game. Then we were on the siege for under 20 minutes, but we were able to change our way of play and come back. Okay, today we have to be solid, we have to be Italian.
Is that the manager or is that the leaders on the pitch?
Happened so quickly that we have to do on the pitch. We had to adapt to the game because we didn't. We prepared to have the control of the game, but after 5-10 minutes, we weren't able to do 3 passes. What you can do? Okay, now today is war. Then we try to change something at the half time, but it didn't work so well. Just a little bit to bring in sometimes with some transition and we score, but we were under pressure for almost all the time, but we didn't consider a lot of chances. If you watch the highlights and really chances, we didn't have a lot of chances because we were able to manage. And I think that one of the underrated player at that time, underrated maybe is too much, but very important for us was Giorgio during all the tournament. His communication, leadership, positioning, and his ability on leading the team is something that you cannot see, but it was so important for us. We create like in the center where Donnarumma was the best player of the tournament, and honestly I don't know if he win tonight because we went out a round of 16, but he was the best keeper of the tournament also this year. And with Bonucci, me, Jorginho and Verratti, we were really strong and expert. This type of experience was so important.
Yeah, and I look at when my team was successful at United, that's one of the things there. People talk about the relationship between the goalkeeper, the 2 centre-backs, and the 1 or 2 in front, Carrick. We had Carrick.
Yes.
That relationship, and everything revolves around communication.
Yeah.
Moving Jorginho around, maybe.
We were 4 players, I think. I don't know who is the fastest of me, Bonucci, Jorginho and Verratti. Probably Bonucci, and I told you everything. They were very good with the ball, me neither that. But at the end, we were very able, and with this type of solidity, players like Barella that had a very good tournament, Chiesa or Spinazzola, that it's easier. Di Lorenzo helped us a lot, but that was the core of the team. Obviously the manager had a good job and part of that because Mancini was really the first. From 2018 we missed the qualification for the World Cup, and he arrived and told us this team could win the Euro. I said, he's crazy. But the first thoughts, the first words he added was for giving us the hope to win the Euro. And they started to put in our head this type of things. And I remember that when we started the Euro is 7 steps to the end. 6 steps to the end. After every game when we do like some circle in the middle.
Changing room?
After the game, on the pitch, especially after round of 16 we did it on the pitch. He was always in the middle and saying, hey guys, 3 more. Yeah. Look, feel what's happening here. Feel this smell. It's just 2. And it's little things that you still remember. But you are part of some winner team, and you could understand that creates some magical moments. Moments.
You mentioned your partner, Bonucci.
Yes.
Kind of my career, a lot of people have careers where people celebrate them and as an individual. My career is very much celebrated alongside my partner, Nemanja Vidic, and we created something together, not on my own, not on his own, as a unit. It feels like a little bit like that with yourself, with Bonucci. How important is that partnership for you guys?
I feel the same. I don't know. Yeah, I saw you and Nemanja playing together, and it was fantastic. I think we create something very similar. We are like a yin and yang. We are. I'm much more, especially out of the field, I'm much more quiet and relaxed. He always hunger and with someone, and there is energy and something that is not working. And they always, after every warm-up, he came into the locker room and screaming, hey, we didn't start very well. With this pace, we lost 3-0. And then I read back, calm, guys, it's okay. Then we are doing like a bad and good cop. Also, this little thing, we are going on holiday together with the family. That we are a really good relation, but we are the opposite. But we love each other. I think, as you said, we play much better together than alone, and it's not a bad thing. It's good because we were really able to raise our level with our teammates and and made him better too. That's fantastic. One of the things I always try to do it when I was playing, and I was learned by Fabio Cannavaro, that for me is a big brother and was one of the first defender I played with, is not just to play your game, but your game became much more important when you are able to make your teammates around play better. And another tangible things that you cannot teach, that you cannot show in your grades, in your pass, in your stats, but there are players that are able to do it, that are very worth it and very valuable for the team, much more than what us fans or journalists could see.
There's a lot of things that's so true what you're saying. There's so many things that you don't necessarily see. Even the fact that you're saying about Jorginho, the importance of him in the team and the nuances, the details that he provides to help the balance of the team. It's not on. You can't see them things on the eye. You have to be in there. You have to be involved and feel it. So yeah, I understand totally. Just going back to the game with Spain, Chiesa comes on. I thought he was brilliant, but the transitions, as you said, for you guys in these moments are really what set you apart. Being able to change the way you played was a big thing.
Unfortunately, in that game we weren't able to have the control of the ball, and the transition became so important. Chiesa was very good. This was one of the mistakes I did. Fortunately, a few mistakes during tournament. I was a little bit tired, and Alvaro was faster. I wasn't ready to step back in that moment and concede space. I was screaming, yelling to myself at that moment. You know, there's not a huge mistake, but I have to save this goal, 100%.
You should drop there, no?
Yeah, I didn't expect a 1-2. I was thinking he wanted just to shoot. That's why I stepped up, but I had to be ready to step back and not allow the 1-2. Probably also the defender could be more in narrow and everything, but it's mine. And this is the coin toss. But you know what's happened here is weird. I don't know why the referee has the red and the blue face side of the coin, and for the change the side when we shot, it was for me blue, for Spain red. When he has to decide who start to first, he said for me red and for Spain blue. I don't know why he changed. He switched, and I think that's why Jordi didn't understand. It was right. I said, mine, I start. I said, no, hey, don't try to rap to an Italian. It's impossible. There wasn't, the referee knew that, but I don't know why. That's why it happened. These little things that.
So you was next to the Italian fans here.
Yes, but I think it is very important to start first.
Yeah.
And I love stats, and if stats show, and obviously you can lose, but the pressure is much more on who shoot second.
Yeah.
That's normal. In order to win a tournament, you need to be lucky a little bit. And
this guy, how good was he, the goalkeeper?
No, you know that before the Euros, he never lost a penalty kick series.
Wow.
So, never. He lost one after the Euros, but he never lost before the Euro, and that's a reason. He's so big, he's so fast, he's so good.
Oh, yeah. Jorginho, this penalty, too much.
Imagine, now we are going in the direction that you know, to the final. Jorginho was our best penalty kicker by far. Imagine now going forward, when Jorginho was there, the final, we were already celebrating. But trust me, and we arrived later. Right after he lost the penalty, he did the mistake and picked for save, that I was ready to celebrate, and then turned off and said to the guy, like, to change the emotion, the reaction. Obviously, it's not, I didn't do anything. Calm, Gigi will save it.
No.
Gigi will save it. We won, Gigi will save it. It obviously is something that you have to do, but was my really first reaction in less than a second. Was not ready to celebrate, go there, and then no, calm, to all the players there, don't worry, Gigi will save it.
Wow, imagine that confidence, man.
And that's what a moment. I still have my skin. I remember very well all this day from the day before when we arrived, and we were hosted by the Tottenham facilities. We were there Yeah. When I
Look at this moment here. Go back to that a minute, please, Archie. Just rewind that, please. What's going through your mind here when you're facing? Look at you there. You look in the moment.
Passing your mind a lot of moments of your life, of your career, maybe closer and new, but also that, okay, look at your past. You are here. You are living this fantastic moment. You are playing a final for the European Cup again at 37. After ACL, after everything happened, after the injury at the second game of the tournament, I'm here. Yeah, enjoy. That's really one.
Enjoy the final with that pressure, yeah.
Yes, it's the only way to transfer the pressure and could play at same level. That our anthem obviously is we always sing very strong, but all the feelings that I try to transfer to my teammates was to enjoy and calm, because I know that in this tournament you don't need to be
uptight, crazy.
It's the worst way, and especially in England. But what happened 3 years ago and what we felt is like, okay, we are their enemy, create the tournament to arrive there. Their enemy changed the rules, did everything in order to have everything at their home. We have to go there and come back with it. That's many little things that probably is not from the team, because you know that from the team sometimes you don't want this type of pressure, but all around you, especially in UK, but also now we can see, but when we played at home 3 years ago was crazy, with it's coming home, we are the best, and all these little things that change in order to end the day, holiday after the game, already decided before the final, all these little things that you just give energy to your opponent. That, we could lose. 100%. If the deflection didn't came to the post but out or other situation, we could lose this game. But it's something that is not good for the players, and because you just give energy to your opponent. But I understand that fans and media don't care.
The song "It's Coming Home" gives you energy.
It's coming, Rome. It's coming, Rome. It's coming. Give us a lot of energy, because you were celebrating since the beginning of the time, much before, much earlier than the final, and I respected England. It's a good team now, and it was a good team 3 years ago. Now they have a little bit more experience, but I think that they have much more quality. 3 years ago was a little bit more solid, the team, than now. Now they have Bellingham, more Foden, Saka is 3 years older, some Palmer has come in, but 3 years ago they were very hard to score them, very hard. They didn't play so well, but
they scored.
And it started in the worst way as possible.
It's the first time in a tournament you went behind.
But imagine, we started the game, but after 30 seconds we created corner kick. That's under pressure. And I still remember that Pickford was like, I don't know how it's in English, but
fidgety.
That the pressure was totally on them, and less than 1 minute, boom, 1-0 show.
What are you thinking now? 1-0 down.
Calm. What I scream all the first half is calm, maintain the possession of the ball, do not risk anything. Do not concede transition. Do not risk the second goal, it's okay. Whatever happened, maintain the ball and do not risk anything. But for 30 minutes I screamed to all my teammates, Jorginho and Verratti first, because was the player that really lead the game and control the game. And the first half, what we said is, okay, we will have a chance. Don't worry, we have to risk the last 10 minutes. But before then, maintain the control of the ball and not expose on transition. That's what we have talked about. With this type of team, you cannot have transition, especially English surprised us playing at 3-4-3. We expected, honestly, the usual 4-2-3-1, and then some adaptation in the first half. We had a little problem to face this different system. The second half, we did it better, especially Chiesa wasn't able to find the right position in between the wing back and the center back. He didn't cover the wing back, he didn't cover the center. It was many times in between that I think helped also England to have better spaces, especially around Mason Mount, Sterling. They were able to create some difficulties on us. Second half, we fixed it a little bit, this type of things, and we said, calm. We will have chance, wait 10, 15 minutes to really risk and expose in transition, for the rest control the ball. We were a little bit lucky because at the end was set pieces, but I think that overall the game was very balanced and tight. There's not a team that dominated the other one. And the fair result was a tie, and we scored. It was still a long time because
60 minutes this goal was on, so you still got like 30 minutes to play. What are you then thinking then now as the captain when you score the equaliser with a lot of time to go?
What am I thinking? Now celebrating that moment, celebrated, and don't think about that. After that, continue to play in this way. Control the game. I know that England cannot press high. They don't have like the movement, the right movement. They didn't want to be exposed on the space. And then I expected to have the control of the game, but risk in some moments because they have good players.
Hold on a minute. This is a big thing in England. This was a big thing at the time.
I know that I'm hated from a lot of English players, probably Bukayo too, but for me it was obviously nothing personal.
You want the shirt? I think you like the shirt.
I love the shirts. I hope that tonight after the game could give me back. I am still open to have one, but it was a smart foul, nothing more. I did a mistake reading the ball. I didn't think that he could pass under my arm, and I want to protect just the ball goes away. And okay, first reaction, take it. It was too much because he's not tall as me. He was bending in order to pass me. Then if it was here, it wasn't a problem. It was from here, and it was a little bit more,
This is what you have to do.
Funny, but what I have to do? That's
look at that.
Yeah, that's.
At this time, I was at the game, and I was going, look, these guys, they look like the door is going to be shut now because they're in the zone.
Yeah.
You looked in the zone here.
And when arrive this type of moment, your mind is working so fast than I don't know. You really are in a phases that you understand and you read all the movement easier.
The game comes easy to you then, doesn't it? When you're in that zone.
I had a couple of situations against Sterling that I really was able to stop him, but I don't know how. He's too faster than me. He was dribbling me, but at the end, in some way, also ugly way, I always find a way to stop him, and that's one of the moments. I told you that was before the PK. But in this type of moment, Mancini was always there and give us calmness, tranquility, confidence.
Was that one of his main strengths, Mancini? Was one of his main strengths the calmness, the authority?
Yes, 100%. He doesn't like to speak so much. Vialli is the opposite, that they were complementary and perfect together. But it's very effective. Just few words, just few things. And this way of
delivering
talking and delivering is just give us confidence. Both of the series against Spain and against England, we lost the first. Here we missed the first. We here is not the first, but the second. And that's not the best way. But there's no rules in football that you win or not. Harry Kane.
Great penalty.
What a penalty! But now Belotti missed the penalty after Maguire. What a penalty of Maguire! I cannot shoot in this way, honestly.
The same as
impossible.
Me. The pressure is crazy, man.
Crazy. Yeah.
You can't enjoy this moment.
No. Honestly, I just shot 3 penalty kicks in my career. I have 2 out of 3. I didn't want to. That's crazy. That's crazy penalty, and we were lucky. Penalty was a key, and we were a little bit lucky. Look, it wasn't so far. If Pickor saved this penalty, it was over.
Yeah, it's true.
But passing this one, that completely changed. Turn around the emotion, the energy. That was not so far. And now I disagree this type of sub, totally. And
sorry, stop it a minute. Stop it. You just disagree making a substitute just to take a penalty?
Yes, I totally disagree, because could worth it, but it's really red or black, you bet. And or you give them a few minutes, at least 10 to 15 minutes, yes, but you cannot put in a player last minute to score, to shoot a penalty in this type of game. It's not a friendly game. It's not a
final.
It's a final. Yeah, it's for this cup.
Yeah.
You don't have time to adapt to what's happening. Your body, your mindset, your feelings, your heart has no time. And when I saw that change, I lost because of that. Euro 2016, and Zaza came in wrong. And I saw many times that it doesn't work. When I saw the Saba under 19, I said, oh, big bet, good for us, I think. And,
wow.
But at the end, it's the god of football for me, because it's change that has no change.
Wow. And the impact on these guys, they had a lot of abuse, a lot of racism.
Yeah, I'm very sad about that.
Yeah.
That's something that is completely not related about with football, and it's something awful. I'm very happy for Saka that he has this type of not revenge.
Redemption.
Redemption. Yeah, this type of the redemption the last game, and I saw his smile and really arrived to my heart.
Oh, nice.
Because
Same.
what happened this type of penalty with him, Rashford and Sancho, has no sense with life, has no sense with football, and has no sense in general. And yeah, I was sure to win now. Yeah.
So when
Jorginho was there.
was you? Yeah. You said
Starting
he's your best penalty taker. You said.
But he never missed a penalty. After this, he missed 3 or 4 penalties in a row. But before this one, he never missed a penalty.
That's what pressure does, huh?
Yeah. But I still was confident because Giorgio is outstanding. Yeah, I'm sorry for what happened after the game, but I wasn't sorry during the game for Bukayo. But he didn't realize.
No.
He was thinking that we have to score another penalty.
Oh, did he?
Giorgio, look, if you go back, imagine,
Oh,
you have saved the penalty of the
he
tournament.
missed the moment. He missed the moment, man.
Yeah.
No.
Then I officially said, no, I was waiting for the VAR.
He's lying.
We know the truth. We know the truth. He didn't realize. And then everyone jumped on in and he said, oh, wow, we won. That's crazy. Think about the keeper, what has in his head. He just thinking about the next...
next penalty?
Yeah.
Wow.
And
there's your man, look. He's coming to Rome, he said.
Yeah, I thought we are very, very different as a celebration. His first reaction was to, okay, it's coming on. No, but it's okay.
No, I think I would
it's
be
the
like
best
this.
part of Leo, his energy every time, and find also some enemy.
What are you talking about there with the captain of England, Kane?
I love Kane.
Yeah?
I always loved Kane, and I'm happy also he left England because he needs to challenge himself in a different country in order to become better and better and better. And also because too many years is beautiful, his legacy with Tottenham. It's really beautiful and romantic, but I would have liked him played also in other team and compete to higher level, especially in his best age. I know. I stayed in 17 years in Juventus. That I understand that you cannot live a sort of environment in which you really love and you are like in a family. It's hard to do that. I was lucky that Juventus raised our level year by year and tried to compete for winning all the trophy. And in Tottenham, unfortunately, it wasn't there. It wasn't in this way. And he has not won yet a trophy, but he really deserved to have it as soon as possible. Maybe I bring him tonight, and
maybe it is. It is.
But I like him as a person. I like him as a player, and it was just some words of esteem, and not relief, obviously, but just to. Yeah, both teams have to be proud of what they joined. We were a little bit more lucky, and obviously we have to celebrate by respecting the team that just for a few inches didn't win instead of you.
Crazy. The little details. This must be a wonderful moment, huh? There's the president.
Yes, with the president. I won a lot of career, a lot of trophy in my career.
Where does this rank?
First by far.
Yeah?
Yeah, the national team is different than the club, and I wasn't lucky. I lost to Champions League final, and finally I have also a European trophy, and with the national team during the pandemic, because still 2021 wasn't good. A lot of the emotion in that year before, and my ACL before that was really more than a dream. More than a dream. We stayed 50 days in a bubble for the Euros, because we cannot have any contact with parents, relatives, family, because of the bubble. In that period, we were tested every 2 days. That's something, many little things that unfortunately we discover now. No Chiellini, no party. Yes, we had parties before. Barella had parties after the.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Barella, the day after, we went to the president of the Republic. We were there without sleeping, because we arrived in Rome like 8 a.m. Barella was in Grammy, like the movie Hangover. He was sitting there. I have to show you the picture later. Yeah. It was so fun. He became an idol of so many people in front of the President of the Republic. He was almost sleeping with sunglasses. Give me just a moment, I have to show you.
Let me see the picture.
That is in front of the...
The coffee. That coffee. Yeah. He looks like... someone got it tattooed as well?
Yeah, someone tattooed that.
Someone's actually got a tattoo of him on their arm with this picture. So just before we let you go, who do you think, Spain or England?
I think that Spain has played much better than anyone else, and they deserve for this reason. I think that England has better players that could win the game from a moment to another. England with Saka, Foden, Bellingham, Kane, and some Jolly that could come from the bench has much more depth and could really have hope till the end. But Spain is playing very well since the beginning. It's the more consistent team in the tournament, and for this reason they deserve to win. But you know better than me that final is unpredictable. You could win also scoring 2 goals in extra time and could change everything, and I honestly don't know. I had predicted at the beginning France against England in the final. I think that with a normal Mbappe, France would have been here. But it's a beautiful final. England raised during the tournament. After the game against which I was sure they would have beaten Netherlands, because now they don't feel the type of pressure that they had in the first games. I think that beating Slovakia in this way with the bicycle,
it creates something, energy.
And after, deserve to lose almost, but deserve to lose not, but risk a lot against Switzerland. The game was balanced. The first half, Saka was unstoppable for all the game. But anyway, they win also in this way against Switzerland and penalty. I think they finally released this type of pressure that they brought from 3 years ago probably, and before of the tournament for sure. And against Netherlands also, they conceded a goal after a few minutes, but they continue to play and play and play and play. And they finally played the best game of the tournament so far. And I think they're in a right mood today. Obviously, they face Spain, and best team of the tournament could happen everything, but now they really have possibility to beat Spain. I think a round of 16 or quarterfinal, England has no chance against Spain. Now they overcome the type of the difficulties, and now they have hope.
So what score? You think England will win?
No, if I have to bet €1 is on Spain.
Oh my God. We was having a good time.
But
until that.
But I really think that England could win. It's very balanced. It's a final. Few finals really 60-40 or 70-30. For me, it's 50-50. Spain deserves much more for the consistency during the whole tournament. but now England has a lot of weapons that really could change the game.
I hope the weapons are shooting well today.
Yeah, pick one weapons.
Saka will be the
Saka.
I think
No.
Saka.
Or Palmer,
Oh,
coming
yeah,
now. Coming in now,
Palmer's
too
nice.
much.
Nice.
Too much suffer waiting to
I don't want to
Palmer.
wait that long.
No.
what I mean?
Yeah.
I hope.
Saka against Cucurella is a good matchup. I think that Kane could be the guy. If I have to pick one name, is Harry Kane.
Okay, well, I hope you're right, man. I hope you're right. Who's been your player of the tournament so far?
Lamine.
Yeah.
Honestly, what Nico Williams the group stage, but what did Lamine in the last game was
Crazy.
unbelievable.
16 years old.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Don't talk about what we did when we were 16.
Yeah,
Please,
yeah,
no.
yeah. We can't,
Don't
sorry,
do it.
not for the camera,
Don't
not for
do
the
it.
camera. Well, listen, Giorgio, a pleasure.
My
True
pleasure. My pleasure.
The best centre-back we've had on the show. The best back centre-back on the show. Thank you.
No, after you.
No,
By far
good.
after you.
No, good.
But thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye, my cat.